All right, there's going to be 3 of these walls, so I got to make 3 separate ones. And going from the long point, I have about 18 3/4, and then I have about, oh, this is 16 1/4. This is about 13 1/2, and then I've got about, oh man, I got about 23, and then I've got about 6 1/4, 6 1/8 maybe there if you want to really line things up. So basically just divided that into thirds approximately. It's not exact thirds, but it works out for what I'm doing, and it also matches the back wall. So now I got to cut the plywood out, so I want at least 1 inch overhang. So I needed about 15 inches here to get a good inch overhang. And I don't have to cover up the whole entire thing. I just have to cover up these bays like I did on those over there. So I come over here to my piece of plywood, which just happens to be 24 inches wide. And I took 15 inches, and then I used my square, took my pivot, got 15 degrees, and drew a mark on there, and then took my long square, transferred the mark all the way across the piece. So then I moved that up and took 15 inches here, and then drew straight across. And then I took 15 inches here, and then I put my angle back on there. So that way I get these 3 pieces, boom, 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 because that's the biggest piece that goes in that hole. So you always want to start from biggest to smallest. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these out, and then I'm probably going to have to rip a couple inches off of the back side of that to make this work, but it's going to be easier if I'm physically looking at it and I do smaller pieces at a time for right now, because I might need, these are going to have to be bigger because they go on that middle section, so I need the extra width. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that extra width on there for right now. And then once I get these cut out and I know these are good, then I'm going to go ahead and measure for this next section, leaving about 1 inch, and I'm going to do the same thing. I might only get 2 out of this piece, and then I'll have to figure out something for the center section because it's not going to matter if the grain's facing the same direction. All right, here we go.